Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor got another shave today, and today we're using PAA's Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Yeah, that's it. Cold Spices. Well, it's the Old Spice dupe. It smells like it from the old days, and basically it's got a little tad bit of menthol in it to supposedly make it feel cooling effect. Not really. Not much there. At least I had never noticed it being much. But then we're going to be using the second use of the Gillette 7 o'clock yellows with the Schick. Well, that's a Krona. My very first razor I ever had from way back in the day. Yes, it's been 44 years. 44 years with this little bugger. So we plan on using it again. This is kind of like it is the birthday anniversary shave. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, it's been a long time. Lots and lots of water under the bridge. Yep, trials and tribulations. Death and destruction, murder and mayhem. Yep. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like you stick around long enough, you've seen a lot of things. Oh yeah, the brush. That's my original brush I ever had. So too, now the one thing I've noticed is that this, man, I could probably still use more water. I kept adding water to this, and I keep forgetting that PAA has got a lot of. It soaks it up a lot. A little more. Crack it up a little more. Smells good though. Yeah, it's like the cooling effect with this soap has been. It's more. I equate it more to evaporation. Or maybe I'm just so used to having my face frozen, and I just don't notice much of it. Alright, so one thing about the reason I quit really using this razor and why I got the Black Beauty, the 83 Black Beauty, is that this razor will slightly start to open. And I have to keep an eye on it, keep it tight. Otherwise, it just starts opening up, and next thing you know, you'll end up with getting really aggressive, and it starts peeling your face. Yeah, I remember my dad getting me this razor and giving me I believe this was his brush that he gave me. Got himself a new one. Kind of passed it down. Then noticing one thing is like kind of a funky off smell coming off this. Like it's gone bad. Not pleasant. Yeah, I remember the first time. It was like, like Dad gave me a razor, and here you go. Here's you come with a pack of blades, and I think, do I still have the case for this up there? Did I move it? No, still got the case for it. I think it cost, I think the price tag on it was 1978 was, I think, about $5, maybe. But it was really cool. I was like, hey, I'm finally getting a shave for the first time. Yeah, mostly because Dad was like, you got peach fuzz all over your face. Running out. Time to shave it. So, took care of it. It is a soft brush. I think with kind of, it does soak up a lot of the lather. So I think it's a boar brush. Might be a boar brush. It's kind of hard, but once it softens up, it's soft. And after all my years, it kind of stays soft. But that no, it stands shut for once, which is interesting. Normally, after a couple of whacks on the face, it opens up, but it's not today. Or maybe I'm just jinxing myself. But this was my daily driver for roughly 5 years, almost 5 years, 4.5. Like I said, it's like I got one of the first paychecks I ever got working. My first job was working at a factory. Worked in a button factory, making buttons. I told the story before, but we got some new people probably since the last time I told the story. I worked in a button factory out of high school. Which ended up being been a lot of time. So I worked for almost 5 years in the factories. But my first job was making a whopping $2.85 an hour. Making good money, making $2.85. Heck, you can't even buy a burger now for that price. Yeah, it was 40 years ago. Yep, still works. We're getting the job done. The efficiency is similar to Edwin Jagger for getting the job done, which says a lot. Yeah, there's not a lot of suds left in this. One thing I noticed about PAA is that it doesn't get loft with the lather. It's creamy, it's smooth, but it just doesn't fluff up like I have with a lot of other my soaps. So, yeah, let's see what, oh yeah, it's like 1978. Remember, we had Battlestar Galactica was on TV, we had Buck Rogers, Dukes of Hazzard. Keep. Yeah. Lots of good shows back then. Which kind of hints, it's like, it's kind of sort of a sci-fi guy. Fantasy. Yeah, it started opening. Yep. Could tell. Suddenly you just feel it go, oh, it's starting to open up. Part of it, I think, is it depends on where you hold it. If I hold it above the turn knob, because down here is where you open up the butterfly. And if I hold it, my instinct wants to hold it down that direction. But I gotta rethink how that works. And here's the blade working. And you gotta go how many different directions to get the shave done? Because when everything swirls, like, I think we got all that. What else was on in 1978? I think Wonder Woman was on TV then too. I think that was its last season. It was on for like 2-3 seasons before it got taken off. You had Linda Carter. Battlestar Galactica was making waves. People loved it. But all those things were, well, it was kind of hard for the budget was like horrendous at the time. Each episode cost a ton of money. So it was one of those things where, yeah, we want to keep producing the show, but with the ratings, you know, the number of viewers, demographics wasn't good. It was mostly a younger crowd that watched. I remember my dad, when it first came on, was like, what is this? It's like, it's a sci-fi show, Dad, or science fiction show. You know, like, uh-huh. He'd watch it, and he's just like, so it's like a cowboy show in space. Like, okay, if you want to look at it that way. Everybody's carrying a 6-shooter basically on their hip. He watched it with us. But if, like, I gotta suffer through this so I can get to watch what I want to watch. And we'd watch Buck Rogers. I think one of the reasons he watched that was because of Aaron Gray. He's like, oh, there she is. There's the Colonel. It's like, yeah, it is. Yeah. She's wearing that skin tight outfit. My mom would go, now, hon, like that outfit leaves not much to be desired. Like, yep, it does. I knew it exactly what he was thinking. And later when they made the movie Buck Rogers, I never could watch that in the theater. Flash Gordon? No, Slash Gordon, sorry. What am I thinking? Buck Rogers. Flash Gordon approaching. Great soundtrack. Alright. Oh, I keep missing that. There we go. Alright, I think we're done. I think I know what I'm smelling, the aldehydes. Yeah, that might be it. A little stronger in this one. All right. That's smooth. Got the job done. All right. Original Old Spice. Smells a lot different. I'm getting citrus and orange. Yeah, it's like the original doesn't have all the heavier cedar that you get with the new improved. Still smell the citrus, more of a orange scent coming across. A little nutmeg. But yeah, it smells good. All right. That was the shave of the day. The old birthday and anniversary, 44th anniversary shave. So they're all one and the same, birthday and anniversary. So, yeah, man, 58 years. Time flies. Well, shave of the day was brought to you by PAA's Cold Spices. It's like, it's supposed to have menthol in there, like, not really feeling it. And then we had the second use of the 7 o'clock yellows with the Schick Krona from way back in the day. So that's the shave of the day, everybody. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.